Hey guys, it's in the game, my own custom map for being a Sandwraith Assassin supporter. I paid $480 mostly to get this map, and this hideout, and this cosmetic on my character, right? And this map device that shows how many like rares or uniques or blues or whites I kill per map. Or my allies. But this is a vault map. I'm just gonna kind of react to myself playing it. I played it a couple times. I died a few times. And there they are. Boom. Right off the get-go, I ran into the Formed. So the Formed is on this map. And they spawn randomly, but they do all spawn as a cluster. You get all four at the same time. You'll see the mechanics on this map. It's very doable, but very challenging. No nerfs to the player themselves. No reduction in armor or spell suppression.
I need more mana.
Now to complete these, you have to kill 90% of all enemies, period. And you have to defeat all the rares and uniques in the map. I thought it had bugged out, but it turned out I had forgotten to do an expedition. The very first time I ran this, I actually, this is like my 5th time, and I died a lot of reckless deaths, but there's Hydra down there. What I found from my build that worked really well, this is a great map to reflect myself, is that I could open these Val strongboxes. I expected when I designed the map that they would be opened at the end, that you would just focus in on the Formed and all the regular inhabitants of the map, but as it turns out, it's way better for me because of my Explodey, my Chaos Explodey ascendancy, to basically open these strongboxes when I need them, and then just have the Explodies spread out. Especially because there's a mod on this map called Union of Souls. It's an old Bloodlines modifier. And I saw it, I was like, hell yeah, Bloodlines, dude. I haven't seen that in a long time. Let's get that on there. Where they get more defense and they get larger in size, but mostly they get more defense and more life. By defense, I mean life. They get more and more life, so even if you're very powerful, it gets to be very hard to kill them when they get massive and huge. However, they have more life, so when you kill them and you have physical or chaos exploding or any kind of, where basically there's this area damage based on the life of the enemy, then you pop them, and then it worked very well for this map with my setup. The reward is basically a Flicker Strike item, Replica Feral's Fur, gold and shiny. We also have a Regal Harbinger on here, and then of course it's Vault map, which is a nice map. It's a fun, I like the layout. You have a lot of places to hide, which is very nice with the Formed and with the Minotaur burrowing. I thought about all that. Now, the other thing is it's Zeri pestering us, see all these circles, so we have to watch that too. The quicker you kill them, the better in one sense, in that they don't keep getting more Union of Souls if you kill them quick enough. See, look how big these guys are getting. But that means more life, and that means more exploding. Worked really well for my setup. This map was kind of designed in a way for content that I like, but also the fact that I'm normally a brand build that switches into something like Flicker Strike. Especially last league. I think it was Stormbrand and then Flicker Strike. So that's kind of inspired the setup where I was like, hey, I'm trying to get my Replica Feral's Fur, and I'm going to have a brand build on the way. This is, of course, my Cat's Arcanist Brand Soul Rend of Reaping. Augmented with my left click, Hex Blast of Havoc. I recently posted a video on it. Ah, here's here's the Harbinger. Difficult map, right? Look at it. So, of course, I got trapped. And that was a very fair death. Shit's fun. I got to play this multiple times, like I said. I think this is my 5th attempt. And I keep buying them because they're my map, and I do like them. You got Alvas, you got... The Formed is my favorite Maven invitation. Here's Phoenix and Chimera being assholes. They're actually the two that I worry about the least. As long as you watch the mechanics. See, those rocks coming down, that's Minotaur. He's in there somewhere too. That's the hardest part of this map, I think, besides Union of Souls, making it where they have a huge amount of life. I gotta say, it's Minotaur. See, I'm afraid to walk over there. Trying to get my brands close enough to him. There, nice. Okay, and then of course it's Zeri being a 4.
I need more mana.
It's what she do. Oh, yeah. Terrible to watch yourself do a mistake like that, right? When I could have Frostblinked out of the way very easily. Perfect timing for a small sale, right? Now, one thing I did add on to help myself on this map, especially after failing it 4 times, was I got Awakened multiple projectiles. I went ahead and spent the money on it. Got an extra projectile that way and less nerf to the damage. Now, the first time I ran this map, I actually had made a post on my community post about the map that I did in fact succeed, but I couldn't tell if it was the Viridian Wildwood, if that counted, or if it was, or why it never spawned the chest, if it was bugged. But I think it's, again, I missed an expedition. I was kind of skipping around the expedition, and then I went to do the expedition and I lost my last portal. So that was just bad news. Next couple of attempts died to mostly Minotaur. In fact, yeah, most were Minotaur. A couple deaths to the Edziri circles if you don't dodge them, if you don't pay attention. But I do like running Edziri. I like Edziri as a mechanic. I love the form. I like running Alva missions. I like the vault map. I like that there's a lot of walls in this map for brand build. I like the aesthetic when you get into the treasure room. And I like strong boxes. So hey, this map was great. No nerfs to the player again, which is why you should try this too. You saw the name at the beginning of the video. You can also just search for a reward, Replica Pharaoh's Fur, and then add on just search under normal search function, just add the word Edziri, put on players attested by apparitions of Edziri, and you'll find this.
And not before.
I don't have fork or chain. I use probably close one, right? I use Pierce, double Pierce, lots of projectiles. Great for mob clear, great for delirious maps. Boy, man, some of these cursed ass maps, you know, sent to the void. I did not want that. And again, I could have done like cannot suppress spell damage. That would have been fine for me, but I would have had to have gotten rid of some kind of mod. And it probably would have been not having Union of Souls, but I actually am very glad I put Union of Souls. It made this a great challenge. That is extremely difficult, but very doable. Not impossible. You know, some people were trolls and you could buy like, you could put a 1C unique and then make the map impossible. You could do like a Mage Blood or Headhunter. I almost used Crown of the Inward Eye as my unique, but then I realized it's a low value item. People don't want that. Let's do the Replica Pharaoh's Fur because I am a fan of Flicker Strike. In fact, I'm going to be working on one now. It's in Act 9, I believe. I just started the character. A new Slayer. Flicker Strike coming up. It's my next build. Now, of course, you have to clear 90% of enemies. You have to clear all uniques and rares, and you have to open all the strong boxes. You don't have to worry about side areas. I can tell you right now, Val side area and the Labyrinth side area. Don't have to do this. Look at this.
I need more mana.
Look at that pixel perfect movement of me. Hydra, I have to watch her. Like, I'm playing right now watching. I'm dodging the balls. I'm dodging the Edziri's circles. And, she's actually, her defense is the lowest of the 4, but you can see I'm really watching what I'm doing. Because she has, here's the thing, you wonder, like, is this build weak? No. I would have killed Hydra on a normal map. It's because she has Union of Souls. She got some Union of Souls on her. Just a little bit. From nearby enemies. And it made her have more life. That's why it's a pain in the ass. That's why I did not bother with the Viridian Wildwood. I bitched out on it. It's a side area. It doesn't count toward completion. I just wanted completion. At this point, I was frustrated. Extra careful here. If you play well, the map is doable.
When I'm ready, and not before.
I was actually amazed at how much, like, he just kept hanging on. There. finish out this Regal Harbinger. I love Harbingers since Harbinger League. First league I really played a lot. My first league was Breach League, but Harbinger League, one of my favorite league, a lot of good memories. I wanted to make sure I put Harbingers on here. Often put them on my Atlas. Hoping to one day get that Mirror Shard. I've never gotten the Mirror Shard to this day. I've gotten Fracturing Shards about 2 or 3 times. I'm not a big farmer though. I'm actually considering developing a farming strat soon. I'm gonna have to run all these albas. Good. Look at that pixel perfect movement. Got that Mastodon too, from the Sandwraith Assassin supporter pack. Very expensive, but best part by far adding this map to the game. Had a lot of fun the last 2 days playing this map a few times. The time I was running these albas for my first attempt here, it's my first Valdo's map I've ever actually run. I wasn't sure if like the 90% completion counted in these albas, so I was really running around trying to get lots of people killed, just in case it applied. I don't think it does. I think it's a side area. I think it counts. I think it does not count toward the requirement, but I'm not 100% sure on the albas. I know the Val side area is a totally different area, and as is the, like I said, the Labyrinth one. Because they're on this map and I never ran them.
There you are. Ready to revisit the past. It's time.
Because the modifiers don't change in the Alba area, I'm actually, again, not 100% sure. If you walk in here and then you walk out, which technically does complete the Alba mission, would that count toward completion? I don't know. I made sure to kill the unique and kill as many as I could.
I need more mana.
This is what you would always want to do anyway, max completion on a challenge like this. I had some people left in there, so I don't think it really matters. But you do have to make sure you complete all these albas. You cannot skip the albas. You cannot skip rituals or expedition. That was confirmed because again, I did where it said 0 monsters remain in the upper right corner. I ran through this my first time and I completed it. And I killed the boss and no chest spawned. And I was like, is this bugged? And I thought, no, it's just I forgot to do something. I thought maybe the underground wildwood, but it's not. This guy sucked because I had to do wail on him because he didn't have any nearby people to explode. I could just hex blast him to death. Which is fine. We have Spell Echo, Awakened Spell Echo on our Hex Blast. Once upon a time, Awakened Spell Echo would cause it to cast twice in succession. Excuse me. But now it actually causes the second one to have 20% chance to deal double damage. It got changed along the way. At one point it was crazy, it was worth so much because you had this like, it was like a Awakened Multi-Strike, you had that little extra boop. But still very good. Still a very good thing to use, especially when you have, where you're like just hitting. The vault. They were pretty Union of Souls, and so I decided let's open up that guy. A little bit more exploity going up. I had one of these, I recorded it, but I deleted it because I didn't succeed in. We had these, like, giant tigers. I had one where there was, like, this giant skitterbot. Imagine adding Delirious, like, as a mod to this map. See, I could have made the map so cursed that it would be impossible. That's no fun, right? I wanted a map that would be challenging and doable. And see what it looks like. Again, when I designed it, I did not expect the strongboxes to be, like, a way to actually help along the way. But I'm very glad I added them in. Alright. This guy's gonna feel like nothing compared to the rest.
When I'm ready and not before. I need more mana.
There it is, you see it on the mini-map. It spawned already, I just wanted to clear these guys out of here. Almost got myself killed, but I have over 8,000 energy still, which is very nice. And 60% phys reduction from armor when flasks are not active. It goes up to around 70% when flask is active. These two are down, that's it. The time has come. The Hydra at Ziri and Alva, all on one map. Imagine the smell. And there it is. Golden, shiny replica Feral's Fur. Do you think you could run this map? Give it a go. Give it a try.